Any Abdul wanna call me? Is those miracles are true? Flight? Guys, the Quran speak about the flight. I want to see that. This is a new for me. Hold on, hold on. If that's deep, that's really deep. I am in a deep trouble. Man reach the sky. The Quran speak about man reach the sky. Are you sure? Are you sure? Read with me, guys. 1400 years ago, the highest altitude a man could reach was the height that could jump, but could jump. You never heard of something called climb? Okay. What do you mean jump? Let it go. Let it go. But the Quran foretold that man someday will reach the sky. The Quran says that. If. Quran chapter 29 verse number 22. You cannot escape Allah might on earth or in the sky. If. And you have no protector, no savior beside Allah. And now this is supposedly about Allah saying that the man he will go to the sky. Let me get the Abdul busted. Should we start, guys? This is very interesting claim, because this claim will show you that Islam is a stupid cult. Let us go to the Quran and laugh together. You Muslims are asking for it. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. Okay. Unbelievable. I love it. I love it. I love it. The best comedy show ever is the Quran, brother. Let us see what the Quran meant here and get the Abdul busted. All right. يا معشر الإنس والجن. All right. This website is not really good. The search engine is not helping. Let us see here. Okay. See, the other website is not working for some reason. Like it worked, but when you find something, you cannot jump to the verse right away. Let us try there what we can do. What we can do. يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان. This is about God speaking. By the way, I will go to the verse dimension. Let me show you what the God of Islam is talking about. The God of Islam, he speak that when shaitan, any human, if they decide to go out of the zone of the earth, Allah will shoot their ass with the shooting star. And here specifically, he is speaking about shooting the genie in his ass. If you go to the verse number, let us see if we can find it in there in the English right away. Hold on. Oh boy. Chapter 55, verse number 35. When you try to fly out of the zone of the earth, you genie, Allah will shoot your ass with heat of fire, flash of brass, and you will not be able to escape. Abdul, right now as we speak, we have our NASA ship landing on Mars. Right now as we speak, NASA Live watch Inside Mars landing online. Your God, he challenged mankind and the genie to go out of the zone of the earth, and yet we are there from long time. Your God claim that we cannot escape the zone of the earth and the sky, and if we try, he will shoot our ass. May Allah ask you. Unbelievable. Let us read the interpretation for this word, so the Muslim, they will not say, I am making things up, brother. Ibn Kathir, O assembly of jinn and man, if you are able to pass beyond the zone of the heaven and the earth, then pass beyond them, but you will never be able to pass them. I thought your God is speaking about a human being will go and fly. Your God here is saying you cannot, except with the authority of Allah. If you ask what does that mean, they will say to you only prophet they can do, because Muhammad, he went in the top of a flying donkey, correct? Meaning you will never be able to escape Allah orders and decrees, because encompass you will never be able to avoid the avert his rule and judgment, because you are surrounded by whatever you may be. And then he continue, it's also about gathering when the angels comprising 7 lions in every direction will surround the creatures. None of the creatures cannot escape. So guys, the angels will surround us from everywhere and we will see. Okay, now read carefully here. There will be sent against you showers of fire, which mean shooting fires from copper, and you will not be able to defend yourself if you try to escape the zone of the earth. Do you see it? This is Allah's defense system. Here he says, do we have any Muslim on a call? Any Muslim on a call? Before we continue reading, please, if there is any Muslim here want to correct us, prove us wrong, because we can change the interpretation for you, brother. Anyone? In different verse in the Quran says the following. Let us laugh more about the same story. Muhammad is speaking that if anyone try to fly to the sky because he want to spy at Allah, and this is something maybe the CIA or the KGB would try to do, or even the genie, Allah is going to shoot his ass again, and you will not be able to do so. Read carefully with me. Chapter 36, verse number 6. Allah tell us that he has adorned the lowest heaven with heavenly bodies for those among the people of the earth who look at the stars. So the stars, according to Islam, exist only in the lowest heaven. And he says, وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحَ وَجَعَلْنَاهَا رُجُومًا لِلشَّيَاطِينَ. And we intended, we have adorned the nearest heaven with lamps, and we have made such a lamps as missiles to drive away the shaitan. Explanation. How we Allah drive away the shaitan? if the genie or mankind they try to get out of the earth to go to the heaven, Allah will show their ass. Read with me. And indeed we have put the big stars in the heaven and beautified it for the beholder, and we have guarded it from every outcast shaitan, except him who steal the hearing. Allah teaching the Muslim that there is genie who spy at him. They try to steal the hearing. He pursued by clear flaming of fire against every rebellious shaitan, mean every insolent and unbounded devil, when they want to if it's drop on a news of the heaven. See, they want to spy at the news of the heaven. So when they try to spy, a person, fire comes and burn him. So the Quran confirmed that you cannot leave the zone of the earth and the heaven. If you try to do so, Allah will shoot your ass. You see it? And he claimed that sometimes shaitan, they might able to get close before Allah shoot them and steal some information, except such as a snatch away something by stealing. Except the one among the shayateen who managed to get something, which is who had, let us see, maybe this Abdul. Hello? Hello? Unbelievable. Guys, don't call me if you are not going to talk. So when a shaitan he tried to spy at Allah, Allah will shoot his ass by a star. Now how big the star and how big the shaitan? The shaitan he live in the earth. How we can shoot a star? How we can shoot a star at a shaitan? Remember Muhammad, he claimed that he tied up a shaitan to the column of his mosque. Why we need a star to knock down a shaitan in his ass? But did you notice here how they fabricate a lie and they make a miracle of something that does not exist, claiming that the Quran speak about the flying? The Quran speak about the opposite. If you try to leave the earth, Allah will shoot you. Do you see how they fabricate everything upside down? What is a joke, what is a fiction, it turned to be a miracle. I never saw a Muslim making a video speaking about Allah shooting anyone trying to get out of the zone of the earth, because this is what the Quran is saying. If we go to the interpretation 37:6-10, more interpretation, just to show you we are not picking up our like certain books we like. It doesn't matter, all it is the same garbage. Doesn't matter really. In different place in the fiction website, they will say to you there's a miracle about the atmosphere. Let us see what is the miracle of the atmosphere, just to show you how they lie. What is the atmosphere? Here we go. If you go in this here, in this miracle, they say to you in chapter 6 verse 125, Allah speak about the atmosphere. How is that? He said, those whom Allah he want to guide, he opened their chest to Islam, and those whom he wants, he leave astray. He makes their chest tight and constricted as if they were scanned into the sky. First of all, my friend, here there's a stupid mistake right away in the front of your eyes. If the Quran is speaking about how you feel when you go up to the sky, that's not about really something new. When you go to the mountains, you will have a hard breathing, you know, because you are climbing and you are going to have less oxygen. But this is what he's saying here. The verse in the Quran saying in Arabic that the one who is as if his chest became narrow. ضيقا حرجا. ضيقا mean narrow, which mean your chest is getting smaller. That is the opposite what happened when you go up to the sky, because in the sky the pressure is a lot less. This is why airplanes, they have to maintain a certain pressure, otherwise your veins will explode. If you go, the higher you go away from the ground, the higher you get to the space, the more the pressure goes until the pressure became almost zero, and then you are dead. Actually, you will be dead long before that. So what the Quran here is saying, that your chest will be constructed tight. In fact, is going to be the opposite, because the less pressure on it, the bigger is going to go, and that's very normal. And this is why if you go and see those who live in the mountains, you will see that they have different physique. Their chest is bigger, their shoulder is wider, because their lung is bigger than normal people. Why? Because in the mountains there's less pressure and less oxygen. Same time, in different like usually they have other, I saw another one speaking about the atmosphere in the Quran, and they say to you that the Quran speak about 7 layers in the sky. But as you see here, we just saw that in this verse is speaking about that Allah created 7 heavens and the stars is in the lowest heaven. So if this was about 7 atmosphere layers, which is not true, by the way, the atmosphere does not have 7 layers. This is a false. There's division between them, and the Muslim, they try to count what is between to make it 7, but the Quran make it clear that those are 7 heavens, not 7 layers inside the space. And as you see, the Quran claim that in the lowest heaven there is the stars. Now if we go to the verse after it, and we guard the sky from any shaitan who try to get out. How? Read with me carefully. We say we have guarded with meteors from every from kulli, from everyone who try to transgress or to go through. Do you see it? So the Quran confirm that nobody can leave the space of the earth, and if you try to do so, Allah will shoot your ass. But as you see, mankind, they went to the space already. And the first one who went to the space, it was a communist, you know, and the American, and then the Chinese, they have a spaceship. So everybody went to the space except the Muslims, and the Muslims now, they are paying money for American and for Russian so they can go to the space. Why Allah is not shooting the ass of the Russian when they try to pass the zone of the earth,